Welcome to this audio version of the Little Book of Affirmations by Paul Hutchings as my thank you for visiting my page and downloading this amazing little book. Hi, I'm Michelle. Before we continue to the reading, if you're not already in a comfortable spot, pause the audio, set yourself up to be as relaxed as possible, and using earbuds is highly recommended. In our reading, we'll cover the power of words, then Paul's introduction and his very own personal story of how his life changed using the magical affirmations he shares with us in this little book. If you're still with us at the very end, I hope you'll enjoy some of my own favorite affirmations picked from this booklet as a sample. With over 30 pages of affirmations, I hope that you too will create your very own favorite ones for daily use as well. Well, from my heart to yours, here's the Little Book of Magic Affirmations by Paul Hutchings. Secret Power of Words. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Any idea, plan, or purpose may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. Faith is a state of mind, and that it may be induced by self-suggestion. Faith is a state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. It is a well-known fact that one comes finally to believe whatever one repeats to oneself, whether the statement be true or false. Just as electricity will turn the wheels of industry and render useful service if used constructively, or snuff out life if wrongly used, so will the law of autosuggestion lead you to peace and prosperity, or down into the valley of misery, failure, and death, according to your degree of understanding and application of it. Autosuggestion is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed the subconscious mind on thoughts of a creative nature, or by neglect permit thoughts of a destructive nature to find their way into the rich garden of the mind. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself on a regular basis. They can be used to improve your self-image, boost your confidence, and achieve your goals. There is a growing body of scientific research that supports the power of affirmations. One study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who repeated positive affirmations for 21 days experienced significant increases in their self-esteem, optimism, and happiness. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology found that people who repeated positive affirmations for 8 weeks experienced improvements in their mood, stress levels, and sleep quality. These studies suggest that affirmations can have a powerful effect on your mind and life experience. By repeating positive statements to yourself, you can change the way you think about yourself and the world around you. This can lead you to improvements in your self-esteem, confidence, and happiness, as well as reduce stress and improve sleep. If you're interested in trying affirmations, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, choose affirmations that are specific, positive, and believable. Second, repeat your affirmations daily, ideally in the morning and evening. And third, be patient and persistent. It takes time for affirmations to work their magic. With consistent practice, affirmations can help you create a more positive and fulfilling life. This audio is made possible by the Home Business Academy. Are you a content creator or a business owner needing your own spot on the internet? The Home Business Academy teaches you how to set up your own website. No need for costly website designers or programming and coding skills, or one of those pesky website builders where their logo is slapped right across all of your content. Want to take a look? Visit connectwithmichelle.com/Home Business Academy. Paul Hutchings' story is truly inspirational each time he shares it, and this is his story. A little over 10 years ago, I was struggling financially and living in a single-wide mobile home. I had failed in business for 4 years straight, and I had a wife and children to support. One night, after putting my kids to bed, I dropped to my knees in desperation, crying out to God for help. I was led to a book that taught me about the mysterious powers of affirmations. I was skeptical but humble and willing to try anything. I began to meticulously craft a document filled with statements of positive belief I wished to adopt into my subconscious mind. I read in a book called Psycho-Cybernetics that most of us are walking around hypnotized. This simply means that we've accepted programming, suggestions from outside sources, and that our subconscious minds are just directing us to live those programs out on a daily basis, subconsciously on autopilot. I decided that if I was already being programmed, I may as well do my best to take charge of the programming and become the master of my own mind by planting the seeds that I wanted to be there, using affirmations. This is when my life began to magically change. At first, I didn't notice much, but continued with the faith of a child. Night after night, walking beneath the Idaho stars, proclaiming my vision out loud, along with the affirmations I crafted to support the version of myself that I wanted to be, along with the beliefs I felt would support me in the direction I'd chosen for myself. I even recorded an audio of myself repeating these words with music so I could listen to them as I drift off to sleep, and again when I arose in the morning. After a few weeks, sure enough, something did begin to change. At first, it was just a feeling. I started to feel more faith and confidence coming into my being. Then I began to be very excited as I noticed my energy levels rising daily. I would jump out of bed in the morning and get to work because I knew I was on to something. The words I spoke and wrote began to take on new life and power, and people began to be attracted to me like never before. Within 6 months of repeating this process, I reached an income goal that had eluded me for the previous 4 years of my life. It felt like magic. I became a strong believer in the power of affirmations, or self-suggestion, or auto-suggestion, whatever you want to call it. Some people might say, I don't believe in affirmations. But the truth is, we're all affected by them, whether we believe them or not. A suggestion in hypnosis is a set of words that a hypnotist communicates to a subject while under hypnosis. Because the subject is semi-conscious, the mind will readily accept this suggestion and quickly conform to its influence. We've probably all seen a stage subject do crazy things via the suggestions of a hypnotist. Well, guess what? The exact same thing is happening when we hear something from a friend or a family member, a parent, a TV ad, a doctor, or a news program. You fill in the blank. If we get a message from an outside source and we believe it, we are now hypnotized, in a sense, to behave in the world under that programming. Affirmations, in my opinion, are simply tools we can use to take the power back. What do I believe? What do I want to believe? How do I want to think and feel and act in the world? This is the incredible power of affirmations when viewed in the right light. Affirmations can be done in many ways. You can read them quietly to yourself. You can read them out loud with faith, emotion, and power. You can fill your prayers with them. You can listen to them while you drift off to sleep, or wake up in the morning or throughout your day to refocus yourself and inject a mental and spiritual boost. I don't think there's a wrong way to do them as long as you're persistent and consistent with them, you believe them or repeat them until you believe them, and you look for and create evidence to help you see that your affirmations are true, or at least on the way to coming true. Over the years, I've called the work I do on myself in this area mind conditioning. The mind will be conditioned. We have no choice over that. The only choices we have in this area pertain to who will do the conditioning and how good of a job will be done here. I hope this little book of magic can be a blessing to you and a tool you can use to get ideas for crafting your own personal mind conditioning document. In it, you'll find a few tips along with what could be the world's most ultimate list of affirmations. You probably won't want to use all of the examples for your personal mind conditioning document. Instead, you'll want to use them for starting points and inspirational launch pads for your personal affirmations that you'll use in your very own mind conditioning document. They seem to work best when customized to your precise areas of growth. You'll notice that some of these affirmations have different starting points. Some begin with I am, and others with phrases like, it's okay to. Pick the ones that resonate most deeply with you. Of course, the most powerful affirmations are usually the ones that relate to your identity, and therefore will be the ones beginning with I am. These type of affirmations can change a lot about who you are, how you feel, and where you're going in life. But please use special care with these affirmations. If you find you're having trouble with building belief in an affirmation that's important to you, you can test beginning with phrases such as, it's okay to, or I'm in the process of. These intro phases can soften the suggestion so it can be more readily absorbed and adopted by your subconscious mind. Additionally, please be very careful about who you choose to surround yourself with, along with the messages that you allow into your mind. It would be a great shame to put all of this work into transforming into the most powerful version of you, only to have your work destroyed by careless acquaintances or content that erases the work you've done. Lastly, I'll add that affirmations alone, as magical and powerful as they are impotent without action. The great Jim Rohn put it this way: affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. This is why it's both faith and works that seems to produce the results. Of course, the Bible famously said, faith without works is dead. Affirmations are also dead if you don't breathe further life into them with the soul of your life activity. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this intro and for making the decision to invest the time to improve yourself in what could be the deepest and most profound way possible. Wow, we're going to take a quick break. There's a lot to ponder from what we've read so far, right? But now, if you have your ebook handy, we're on page 9. You can scroll through over 30 pages of affirmations. These will get you started with creating your very own mind conditioning document. And a little reminder, if you tune in until the end, you'll hear a few of mine. Well, we're almost done. Let's listen in to Paul's conclusion and acknowledgments of this magical booklet. This audio is made possible by the Home Business Academy. Are you a content creator or a business owner needing your own spot on the internet? The Home Business Academy teaches you how to set up your own website. No need for costly website designers or programming and coding skills, or one of those pesky website builders where their logo is slapped right across all of your content. Want to take a look? Visit connectwithmichelle.com/Home Business Academy. Again, that's connectwithmichelle with 1L.com/Home Business Academy. There you are, my friend. We've now come to the end. Isn't it amazing how this document seems to carry a feeling of light inside these simple little pages? That's the power of magical words. I'm so excited to hear how things continue to change for you as you implement affirmations into your daily mind conditioning schedule. Be sure to organize your affirmations and keep them where you can easily access and see them. The affirmation section of the Let's Goal app is a perfect place for this. Bob Proctor once said, "I have license to brag because none of this stuff is mine." True it is that we all get most of our valuable information from the minds, hearts, and contributions of others. Some of the affirmations in this book were written by me. Others were picked up from friends, mentors, and books. A good portion of the affirmations were compiled by a friend of mine named Martin G. Dimitrov, who is a mentor and trainer in the personal development space. Martin reached out to me last year for some consultation on a personal development project he was working on, and in the process of our time together, he shared his master list with me. This little book of magic would not have been possible without Martin's work, generosity, and passion for helping people transform via the power of the word. So to Martin, Napoleon Hill, Jim Rohn, my former mentors, and to you, dear reader, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. In light and love, Paul, Mike, and the Home Business Academy, and Freedom Crusaders worldwide. Well, that concludes our reading, and I should point out your booklet includes some bonuses on page 41, 42, and 43. The Major Definite Purpose and Self-Confidence Formula by Napoleon Hill, and the Freedom Crusaders Manifesto. These are documents we use on our community call. If you signed up to get my emails, you'll see lots of information about our weekday call and our community. And be sure to check out the info here around this audio or video for links and websites and information. But last but not least, check out the Let's Goal app. It's a key tool in organizing your affirmations and connecting with other like-minded people. Listen on for a sampling of several of my favorite affirmations. And if you'd like to connect with me, visit connectwithmichelle.com/hello. Again, that's connectwithmichelle with 1l.com/hello. Well, I wish you peace and abundance, and from my heart to yours, your friend, Michelle.
I pursue abundance. I deserve prosperity. I'm in the process of becoming rich. I deserve to be abundant. I'm in the process of having all I want. I'm in the process of obtaining prosperity. I'm in the process of becoming successful in my business. Everything is energy. Money is energy. Energy is infinite. Wealth is infinite. I attract money every day. I attract abundance. I attract the best people in my life. The universe is showering me with money. Money is everywhere, and wealth is everywhere, and it finds me. I notice opportunities all around me. I am confident. I love myself. I like myself. I forgive myself. I am the best. I'm becoming the greatest version of myself. I am brave. I am talented. I am inspired. I am clean. I am thankful. I am courageous. I help people win. I recognize others for greatness. I respect others. I follow the golden rule. I have peace of mind. I am filled with love. I am filled with generosity. I am humble. I control my emotions. I love seeing others succeed. I am patient. I am honest. I am kind. I am forgiving. I am gracious. I am encouraging. I am dependable. I am loyal. I am industrious. I am positive. I am funny. I am enthusiastic. I go the extra mile. I am the change I wish to see. I am heart-centered. I love people. I believe in people. I am smart. I am inspirational. I am strong. I believe in the beauty of my dreams.
Wow, you made it all the way through the book and some of my favorite affirmations from the little Book of Magic Affirmations. What are some of yours? We'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in learning more about joining our weekday call, our community, or the Let's Goal app, check out the notes associated with this post. And as always, from my heart to yours, Michelle.